Sidekicks are almost inherently annoying. Some of them are great, but most of them aren't. And some are just on another level bad. I'm Falcon, and today on gameranx, we bring you 10 of the most annoying video game sidekicks.
Coming in at number 10, Sheva Alomar from Resident Evil 5. Alright, as a character, actually great. As far as the story goes, works awesome. Like, great introduction. I mean, whenever video games put butts on the screen, I always imagine a fart sound and think it's funny, but beyond that, great introduction. Story is great. Actually, the story stuff in Resident Evil 5 doesn't bother me a lot. There's certainly some problems with it, but the idea that terrorists raid a mega corporation that just sells bioweapons doesn't sound absurd to me. Gameplay-wise, however, you gotta play this game in co-op, otherwise she's just basically a resource drain. She is in the way, she's using your resources, she's not shooting like, another person would shoot. There's no reason to think that she would have lived or survived in the area at all. Like, come on. Playing it in co-op, it works great because, you play it like a co-op game. But let's say you're playing it alone and her very aggressive AI is basically competing with you for headshots. Like, sure, it's cool you can shoot the bad guys, but you're using up our stuff here. Resources are a little bit more plentiful in RE5, but still. Sometimes she's just outright incompetent, and sometimes she thinks she's an action hero. Either way, whoever designed that artificial intelligence was like, yeah, you're gonna want to play this game with someone else. I feel like that was the intent of the artificial intelligence. It's that bad.
Number 9, Slippy Toad, who let's just go ahead and call he's outright inept and incapable of performing his own job. What he is doing on an elite team of starfighters flying around, rescuing the galaxy from the forces of Andross, I don't know. I don't know how he got there. I don't know how he got hired. Obviously, some degree of nepotism had to be there. Like, somebody had to have known him and been like, look, we should probably hire him just for the sake of not hurting his feelings. Because it's not for his piloting skills, and it's really not for his...
Aha! Thought you could hide from me, eh?
That fool constantly getting into trouble shows that he doesn't know what he's doing, and he pipes up about it, saying, "Help! Fox!" in his terrible sounding voice, whether you're talking the N64 original or his remastered voice. I don't care. It's so bad. Even smug Falco seems cool compared to him. Number 8.
Sorry, forgive me, okay? No.
Roman Bellick. Okay, he's not chill at all. He's a scumbag, he's a pig, and he's got a gambling problem that gets you in trouble multiple times. And you know what he can't get over? Bowling. Like, nothing seems more appealing to him than to leave and go bowling. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. It could literally be like getting paid to do nothing. And he'd go, "Can we leave, go bowling? That sounds good to me, Nico." Number 7. Fee from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Okay, so Fee is not as bad as other companions in the Legend of Zelda series, let's just say that. But she does have a very specific problem that's super annoying. Let's say you go to a character and the character says, "I need you to do this." As soon as you're done talking with them, Fee pops out and says, "We should really go here and do this." And it's like, are you joking? Like, I was there too. This guy said the same thing in both of our presence, and I don't think we need to confer about it at all. I know what I gotta do. You're supposed to tell me, like, what buttons do what for a little while at the beginning of the game and then shut the hell up. And you're not. Number 6. Any of Sonic's friends that aren't Tails or Knuckles. Look, I'll go ahead and say, I like Tails. I like Knuckles. I want them to be in the mix. A lot of people say that Sonic is best as a solo game, and I would say that Sonic 2 through Sonic and Knuckles are the best Sonic games, and he is not solo in those games. Sonic Mania looking pretty good too. And hell, you know what? Even Knuckles Chaotix is cool in its own way, so even that crew, put them aside. I'm talking Amy, I'm talking Big the Cat, I'm talking Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, I know some people love Silver the Hedgehog, but really, hey, let's make Dark Sonic. hey, let's make a silver Dark Sonic, was the process that led us to Silver the Hedgehog. Like, let's just flat out say no more, okay? Just stop with that crap. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Maybe Amy if you use Sonic Boom TV Amy, which is at least tolerable and funny in its own way, but any game Amy has never been good. Number 5, back to the Legend of Zelda universe, Navi. Remember how I said Fi is not the most annoying Legend of Zelda companion? That would be Navi. You see, Navi, on top of being annoying, also has technical limitations, and therefore makes the same sounds over and over and over. Hey! Like, if you haven't heard that enough times after playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, if you aren't fed up with that, I would like to ask, what species are you? Like, are you of this world? Did you come here from even this galaxy? Because I don't see how you could possibly go, well, you know what, I'm not sick of that. Listen! Right in the beginning of the game, you walk up to a stick and pick it up, and she's like, hey! Walk up to an infected tree to help it, and she's like, hey! Meet some random species that lives in a lake that's underground, and she's like, hey! And you're just like, oh my god, why are you here? Go away. Like, you don't have to be with me for me to do this stuff. I can figure it out. Like, I can do this on my own. Thanks. Number 4. Lydia from Skyrim, because seriously, you have nothing to bring to the table. You're not really that good. You're not interesting in any way. And when you don't have the battle usefulness edge on every other character, and you're not interesting, you probably should just not talk, and she decides to a fairly large amount.
I mean, she's basically an expert in the long-forgotten art of blocking doors, and she's totally oblivious to, like, everything. You go into some room, a cave maybe, have to clear the whole damn thing out full of Falmer, and Lydia's like, oh look, a cave, wonder what's inside. Oh, you know, Lydia, you know what we just had to do, right?
Number 3 is Dexter. Now, to be fair, Jak and Daxter is a fantastic game. Great series of games for that matter. But let's be completely honest, it could just be Jak and be just as good, if not better. But Dexter, he does a lot of talking. And it's not good talking. It's literally just like, hi, I'm the snarky late 90s kinda cute, kinda edgy type character that was shoehorned in here so that we could say that this game had something to it other than was just whatever Jak is doing Jak things. Now, I understand from a marketing perspective why Dexter exists, but I have to feel like the game itself could probably survive without him, even from a marketing perspective. Just because let's sit down and be honest here. It's a great game that is kind of saddled by a really annoying little thing.
Number 2, it's Baby Mario. Yeah, you know, Baby Mario in the Yoshi's Island series. You're Yoshi, he's your sidekick. Yoshi, probably one of the best things about Super Mario World. Love playing as Yoshi. Was excited for Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, the prequel to all of it. The thing that, if taken as canon, destined Mario for a life of heroics. Basically makes playing as Yoshi much less cool, because you have a baby crying all the time. Now, I know we've avoided escorts on this list so far. Baby Mario is kind of adjacent to that, but I don't know, I feel like he sucks so much that there's a good reason to include him. Like, again, anytime anything goes wrong, you have a baby crying on screen, and it's a repetitive cry. It's a Super Nintendo sound sample cry. It's bad, and it will drive you up the wall. It just sucks because I really enjoy playing as Yoshi. Yoshi's Island is a great game, even with the annoyance of Baby Mario, but I always end up thinking about, like, what that game would have been without the crying. Fortunately, we actually have kind of seen what it would be without the crying in recent Yoshi titles that have no Baby Mario. Are they all as good as the original? Maybe not, but it's not because they didn't put Baby Mario in it. And finally, number 1,
Kazuhiro Miller. This is a guy that shows up in a couple of Metal Gear games, but decides not to bring the annoying until Phantom Pain. Like in Peace Walker, he's a pretty chill dude, not really a big deal. But in Phantom Pain, he's like, you know what? You're full of shit, man. Pretty much everything you do, he attempts to undermine in some way. Because I don't know whether he wants to assert some sort of power over you, or he just thinks you're an idiot, or what. I don't know. I mean, sure, there's a theory that I could probably go with, but it would require me to drop a major spoiler, and anybody who hasn't played the game needs to, because it's still a great game, despite the fact that Miller is super annoying. But he's literally supposed to be like your best friend, and he is just like hostile. And then there's that spot where you start to feel a little bit of sympathy for him. You start to go, oh, you know, he's got a crutch. I feel bad. Oh, he just hit a kid with it. He just hit a kid with a crutch. Like, I didn't think it was possible to be angry at somebody with crutches. Well, I did, but not in this way. Ugh, seriously, fuck this guy. Feels good to get some of that off my chest. But what about you? What are some sidekicks in video games that annoy the hell out of you? Let's hear from you in the comments. I'm interested. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. And if you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do that as well. We upload brand new videos every single day. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero. And we'll see you next time right here on Game Ranks.